So did you watch the bridge and the boat last night in New York? Basically, this Mexican tour ship. It's like a Mexican Navy ship, but it's like a tour ship with like hundreds of people on board, operated by the Mexican Navy, and it's like a goodwill tour. So it was sailing from New York to Iceland, and it was on a tour of the United States, and it's just departing. It hit the Brooklyn Bridge. And so I watched the news conference, and basically Eric Adams came out and he had some dignitaries from New York and from Mexico with him, and they were like, nobody died, and the bridge is fine, it wasn't closed, traffic was still going. You could see it in the background, the traffic was still moving. And then in personal videos, you could see that like the mast had crumpled at the top. And then on CNN, they were saying that there were soldiers who were like actually up there, and they were trying to find out if anybody fell in the water. And eventually, at the news conference, they said nobody fell in the water. And so you just thought, okay, it's fine. This is almost a catastrophe, but nobody died, and the boat's docked. Well, apparently now they're saying that two people died. Two sailors died in this accident. So, like I said, there were 277 passengers aboard this ship, and it was operated by Mexico. And they were on their way after touring the United States to go to Iceland. That's the name of the ship up there. And it was in New York earlier this week, and it's on its way to go to Iceland. Right? They said that 19 people were initially injured as well, and there were some people in the hospital who were critically injured. But now they're saying those people, two of those sailors, died. And I remember watching that video on CNN of like the people taking pictures, because you could tell it wasn't traveling fast, but it's like you can't stop a boat like that when it's like really strong water currents and stuff like that. You could tell that something catastrophic was going to happen. There was a ton of people who were on the pier and who were like watching the boat hit the bridge. And I was just shocked that people were taking videos with their phones and stuff, not understanding that if the bridge, like if the boat actually hit the pier or like hit, anything else than that bridge, it could have crushed those people. It could have been catastrophic. So, I don't know. What do you think about this? It seems kind of a delayed response, because I thought that people would be like screaming and yelling if you saw this ship coming towards you. And they were just all calm. They were all quiet, and everybody just kind of ran over and looked at it. No screaming or yelling or anything. What do you think?